video. And for the second race in a row, I don't know what's been going on with the PS4 lately. Well, if the YouTube gods and capture gallery gods are not on my side at this moment in time, but for whatever reason, like I just said, for the second race in a row, my race footage did not save, and I have none of it. I don't know what that's happened. By the way, this is just some random online gameplay. I know some of y'all, not naming names, did not like the AI. And so there you go. But so yeah, you're just gonna have to use your imagination again. And I promise this is not gonna happen again. I will make sure of it. Make no mistake. So, okay. You have to think for a second, as this is the second race of this of the season from AutoClub. Now, AutoClub, if you watch my videos from like a month ago, talk about a throwback bullshit. If you watch that video, you would know that I'm not really that keen on AutoClub. So I was just trying to basically survive and get the hell out of here. Get out of there with the best finish possible. And especially with the whole season being in one big playoffs. One big portion of the playoffs. Just try to maximize the point total. And see if I can pretty much lock myself into the next round on points. So, okay, so we do AutoClub. Qualifying happens, and Lord and freaking behold, and I don't know how this happened, but the gods were working with me, as I got my first ever Cup pole, in which, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 39.056. Like I just said a second ago, the gods were with me. Because the second place guy, Major Spy, in the 32, who won the Daytona 500, got a 39.064. So literally 8 thousandths of a second separated first and second. And just a little draft here and there, and that's how we got the pole. How I got the pole. Now that was my second career pole in the Sofa Racing League. In my second race ever at Road America, back when Doug Randy wasn't even a concept. I got the pole at the famous road course known as Road America. So I guess I've done the double dip. Got the pole in both Xfinity and Cup. So with that out of the way, I felt like maybe I have a shot here to produce some good results. That said, stage 1, you want to talk about we had some action? We had that action, boss. As it was, especially towards the top half, it was nuts for the first little bit. And then once the pit strategy started to come into play, it spread the field out. But before all that, that was some really badass racing. Featuring me, and T-Mills, and Major, and T-Bone, and Spank, and pretty much the who's who, and D's Nuts, and Rebel, and all them boys. And I just, this is the best of the best.
The yellow's out.
And that was really fun. But like I said, once pit road strategy started to come into play, I pretty much separated everything. As some people took 2. Okay, actually I take that back. One person took 2 tires. Because the way the field was working was you were 2 laps short the stage 1, and a half a can was gonna do it for you.
Nice and smooth here.
So you want to minimize the time on pit road, right? And the fastest pit stop in the game
Top is clear.
is the usual half can, no tire shtick.
Yellow's
And I
out.
mean, I thought about doing it, but literally every single person did that strat. Or every person that I just rattled off, the T-Mills, the Majors, the Spanksters, the T-Bones, the D's Nuts, the Rebels, all of them, they literally took no tires. And I decided to be a little different, because there's nothing wrong with being different. And I took 2 tires. And we came into that pit stop around 3rd or 4th.
Almost ready. Okay, be smart out there. Going green. Green
And
flag.
due to strategy, we ended up 2nd. As I think Major
All right.
did something on, like he crashed or something right before he came down pit road, and that was the end of that for that stage. Oh, I know what happened. I was supposed to finish third in the stage, like it was probably gonna be. Then he came down pit road at the end of the stage to gain track position, and I copped a P2 as T-Mills won the full stage. I taken no tires, and he had one of the fastest
Nice
pieces on the track, so good for him. His first stage win of his career. Well, not of his career. Full stage win in his cup career.
Stay low. Hold your line.
And one of the Xfinity 5, which I will get to in a second. So stage 2, pretty much the same. We had some new players come up into the field. Although no, not really. We had some players go away due to shenanigans and whatnot. In stage 2, there was the big 4. Yeah, big 4. That had a chance to win the stage, and it was me, Major, Spankster, and T-Mills. Now the thing about stage 2 with the strat is that you literally on the number, but with the way you have to run AutoClub, you was losing gas. Or having to put more having to require more gas to drive. So every time you would gain a lap,
5 laps to go.
every time you'd run a lap, you'd lose more than 1 lap of gas. I know that doesn't make sense, but just go with it. And it got to the point where I was a lap and a half short due to driving it so freaking hard and trying to run that and trying to maintain.
That was your best lap ever.
Up there. And so like I did, or like everyone did, they did no tire. Oh, I forgot to mention, Major Spy was trying to save.
Caution's out.
I think that was his intention. At least he was trying to save. He started backing away down with about 6 or 7 laps to go. And yeah, that really didn't work because he would come in on the last, or like come into the white flag lap. He would finish like 13th in the stage, and that just did not work for Mr. Major. Me and Timo's came down on the same lap of 3 to go. And again, just like in stage 1,
okay, be smart out there.
some people took no tires, some people took 2 tires.
There, to left.
But this time, more people took 2, as I wasn't the only one on 2 tires. But again, T-Mills with the winning strat, as he took no tires, with 3 laps to go on that pit stop. He just did a splash, and he goes on to win the 2nd stage, and I got 3rd, and Spencer with P2, because he pitted like 5 laps before me, and he had the threshold stuff, which was smart. And so yeah, a 2nd and 3rd in the 2 stages, not too shabby at all. And so if I can get a top 5 for my team, that would be icing on the cake. Oh, I'll tell you about my team in a second. So stage 3 happened. I was restarting middle of the pack because a bunch of people pitted at the end of the stage for trap position.
Caution is out.
And there was a couple of crashes, a couple of 3 wide. A lot of people trying to be aggressive on the final restart, trying to get whatever they can. And I don't blame them, but it just took out some really good people, like T-Bone, who wound up finishing 15th or 16th, 1 lap down, and that's a shame because he had a top 5 call. He finished in the top 5 last season, and I felt like he could have had something for us on an AutoClub if he didn't get taken out. So that sucks.
Okay,
just due to aggression and crap like that. As once everything sorted out, there was a good 5-man pack for the lead, which it turned out to be me, Major, T-Mills, Spankstor, and Shorthawk, who came from literally out of nowhere to be in this fold. Now, one big problem was that Major, in his number 32, literally, his car became evil. Like, we're talking the devil evil. As his car got way too tight.
Great job, you did it!
And he couldn't stop spinning. To be 100 with you, he couldn't stop spinning for the last 15 laps. And the poor thing, I don't know. It's a tough tit. You just gotta swallow it, but he won the Daytona 500, so I wouldn't be bellyaching that bad. And he's looking to the next round. And then Short had a moment where he tore down the fence, tore down the torn 3 fence, although it was coming out of 3. Coming to the start-finish line, he pretty much tore down that fence, and I had to make evasive action to miss that. And as he lost a lot of time right there, so basically I was 3rd, and watching T-Mills and Spencer go at it like Ollie and Frazier in the heyday. And I was a 2nd behind. And I pretty much couldn't do anything. I couldn't gain, but I wouldn't lose either. Which was annoying because they were side by side. pretty much the entire time. But it's whatever. And then we come down pit road, and for the third time in this race, your boy gets screwed over by pit strategy. As with about 10 laps to go, I come down to take 4 tires. Spainstall and T-Mills, and then Shulk, who, after hitting the wall, was about 3 seconds behind me. Those 3 guys took 2. And there was a bevy of other guys who also took 2. Like Marcus Johns and Rebel and all them guys. Because they got caught up in that crash and they won a trap position. So, basically how the last 10 laps went, I was like 6th coming out of the pits. Everyone was on 2 tires. I pretty much mowed them down like a John Deere to a bunch of freaking weeds in the summer. Pretty much passed 5th within a lap, got 4th pretty easily. And then it pretty much just stalled out. The first half of the run, I was on a freaking rail. The last half of that run was pretty much the freshness and the newness of the tires wore off. And I mean, I was still gaining on them, but not as much as I was.
Smooth here. Going green. Green, baby. Let's go
could
get
have
it. All
gotten
right.
third if I had more time, but you really can't do that. But because it is what it is, and so coming across the finish line, I finished 4th place as T-Mills, who swept all 3 stages, finally, and I mean finally, wins his first race in the Silver Racing League, Xfinity or Cup, in the number 66 Crash Claims Or Us machine.
Almost ready.
And that
Okay,
I'm
be
really
smart out
happy
there.
for him.
Going
He's such
green.
a
There's
good
the green
guy.
flag.
He deserves
Car
something like
underneath.
this. He's a part of the Xfinity 5, which, by the way, is still kicking everybody's
Easy.
ass.
Hold your line.
As we had first, 3rd, and
Car
4th,
inside.
and Major wound up like 13th, and Rockstar, who I'm even surprised he got the race because his thumb was swollen. So, according to him, his thumb was swollen from surgery on it because he broke it in a off-road incident.
Excellent.
And he said his thumb was so swollen that, I mean, I don't, could you, yeah, I'm gonna let you imagine that in the O2, trying to hit the O2 with a big ass thumb, that's not gonna cut the mustard half the time, and he wheeled it to about a 12th or 13th place finish, and that's something, considering what he was working with, so shout out to him for being one brave son of a bitch, because I couldn't do that. But,
that was a great
the Big
lap.
5 dominated, kind of, again. All 4 of us, except for Rockstar, was up towards the front, the whole time. And so pretty much that was AutoClub. The point standings, there's also, so I had 2 milestones at AutoClub. 1 milestone, I got the pole, my first pole in the Cup Series. The second milestone, and this is the bigger one in my opinion, actually 3. For the first time ever, I am leading the point standings in the Silver Racing League, as I am 9 points ahead of Major Spy? Yeah. 9 points ahead of Major Spy for the point lead. That's pretty awesome. And also, if you guys didn't know, I'm one of the new team owners this year, from the Xfinity program and my Cup program. Like, we are tied for the lead in the overall team category, and that's just freaking awesome, man. Well, I gotta give a shout out to all my boys in the Xfinity side. We gotta give a shout out to Hunting956, who you can follow on Twitch. The Cuddle, who got his first career win at Daytona. And Creeple Bruh, whenever he shows up, he'll be in X Factor.
Stay low, car there.
And then on the Cup side, of course, you got your boy, me.
Back her down.
And then you have No Escape, who got a top 10. And then you got Max Traction, who's doing pretty good. And so that's just great what we're doing. Shout out to all those guys. Hopefully we can keep it up. And that's pretty much it. Got the points lead. You know. Got a top 5 at AutoClub, one of my worst tracks. And speaking of which, how about some irony, as I'm racing in this gameplay at AutoClub.
Almost ready. Nice and
But you probably will not get to see the end of it,
Alright.
unless these next 9 laps go by at a Sonic speed, which it won't, because there's probably going to be another crash right here. But the next race is at Richmond International Raceway.
Hold your line.
Which, if you know me, I like my short tracks. Y'all better know that.
You're in the middle.
Because I got my Tennessee boy. And, I mean, yeah. I almost won the Xfinity race with Spankster if he didn't give me if he didn't give me the boot, that fatal boot, that typical Richmond day. But other than that, and I know the Cup is different from Xfinity, but if I can do good with the guys that I'm competing with, then it's going to give me confidence. So I will see you at Richmond. And I hope to God that I have the actual race saved on my PS4, that I can give you a proper commentary and not just me rambling on over a online gameplay that's not going to matter in the long run. So I'm going to shut up about right here. This has been your boy, and I will see you later. Peace.